These ain't glorified gang or prison stories, man. These is lived experiences. Welcome back to the Swang Glow Podcast Show. Do Rock Creep. It's an absolute pleasure to be back here at this round table amongst my round table family. Man, salute to everybody that was able to make the live. I appreciate those of y'all that is able to make it for pulling up as usual. Now, look, before I jump into what I'm going to jump into, let me take this opportunity right now to ask if you haven't already did it, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Swang Glow Podcast Show. Do Rock Creep. It won't cost you a dime. I promise you, it helps us get further into the algorithm, and that's always the goal. And as we climb further into the algorithm, y'all go on that journey with us. So again, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already did it. And salute to those of y'all that have and became part of the family officially. You are loved and embraced here and appreciated, most definitely. So again, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Swang Low Podcast Show. And make sure y'all hit that notification bell so when we do these lives or I just drop a random video, you will be right there front and center. You will not miss a beat. I promise you that. Okay, now look, man. Y'all see what the thumbnail say? Y'all see what the thumbnail say? It's time to take the gloves off on these busters. Now, I have a number of different issues that I wanted to raise, that I wanted to bring to the round table, right? There's a number of them, right? The first one that I'm going to attack, right? See, it's certain things that I can't come to YouTube and attack aggressively because you got these buster ass motherfuckers that will run to the YouTube police and drop a kite on you and snitch, right? They actively do it. They don't have a problem with coming on a platform such as this and admitting to doing bitch shit like that. They don't have a problem with it. We see it all day, every day, all over YouTube. These supposed stand-up guys, right? That's so disgusted with, you know, us supposed gang members doing prison content and gang content and all this shit, right? These dudes, but in the same fucking sentence, they would tell you, oh, I'm gonna go file a police report on you if you bully me, if you say this about me, if you mention my name in your videos or in your thumbnails, I'm gonna go tell. They gonna drop a kite on you. So I really had to I was struggling with myself, right? Because when you take the gloves off on niggas, it's bare knuckle. However, you can't fight stupid. They teach you in boxing not to fight mad. You have to constantly be thinking on your feet. You feel me? So I struggle with myself and I'm like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna stick to the script because the moment I jump out there and say one of these bitch ass niggas' names, I already know because I'm an easy target to a lot of these dudes, right? They play police games, they got police friends, they got government informant friends and all this shit. They ain't got a problem with going and telling. They don't have a problem with it. So, you know, I'm gonna stick to the script and not say their name. However, it's evident on some of the things that I'm gonna be talking about, who the fuck I'm talking about. But the first thing I want to address is this bitch ass motherfucker that jumped in my comments, right? With all this racist shit. He was a Hispanic guy. Called me all kind of N words with the whore ER for no reason, right? I posted a video, did a video, and in that video, the Hispanics, I personally, I won't allow no form of disrespect. If you jump in my chat, if you jump in my comments, if you jump in on any one of my platforms with any form of disrespect to anybody else's hood, to my hood, to me, to anybody that's part of my roundtable family, or anybody, any other content creator that I fuck with, that I have a ton of love and respect for, you're out of here. There's zero tolerance for any bitch shit. Cause I look at that as bitch shit. Motherfuckers that jump in the comments and all that shit and type all that bitch ass shit in the comments and you know what I'm saying? knowing motherfucking well y'all wouldn't say none of the bitch ass shit that y'all would jump on your keyboard and type to a nigga face. You never would. Not without getting spanked. Not without getting belt put to ass. I ain't gonna put no belt to your ass, nigga. I'm gonna go out. I'm old school with it. I'm gonna go out to the front yard, find me a nice thick tree branch, right? And make sure it got thorns and all that shit in it, right? And I'm gonna beat the shit out you with the fucking switch. Fuck the belt. I'm putting switch to ass. Point blank, period. You feel me? Trigger Bird say that's why I didn't say no name, because I know what they will do. Trigger Bird, bro. And see, and that's another reason, right? By the way, y'all, this is little bro Trigger Bird, right? Make sure y'all, if y'all haven't already went to his channel and subscribed to his channel, please go to his channel and subscribe to little bro channel, because this is a stand. But I'm not surprised that he is stand up and that he's on point the way that he is, because I know his big homie. Right? I know Big T Bird, and Big T Bird behind these walls wasn't no joke. That brother, right? Extremely dangerous brother, but cool as fuck. I know him personally, right? Salute to bro. But I'm not surprised that young Trigger Bird right here is on point with everything that he is, bro. You feel me? Which is why it's important for those of us that do bring substance to our content. Stand with each other, even if dudes is from different hoods, different sections, and all that shit, bro. Because real niggas is under attack. And the fucked up thing about it, right? Just like I was going into with the Hispanic dude, calling me all kind of N words with the hard ER and all that shit, right? It ain't just them. That's attacking us. You feel me? It ain't just, certain Hispanics. I'm not gonna say all. And even when this situation happened with this Hispanic dude, right? I'm not gonna attack your race like you attack mine, because it wasn't the whole entire race that jumped in my comments and said all that bitch ass shit that this dude did. All the disrespect and all that shit. That's a coward fag. Excuse my term. Excuse my that terminology, right? No disrespect to the homosexuals, right? But in all honesty, he is the true definition of that word. I wouldn't even disrespect the homosexuals, right? By putting him in y'all class, because I don't see homosexuals jumping behind their keyboards doing the BS that these type of people do. You feel me? So of course, being that this happened on a different platform, but not just that platform, but being that this specific incident happened on that platform where this dude disrespected me, oh man, I ate him up over there without having to diss his race. I would never do that, because again, it wasn't the whole entire race that did it. It was that mark. You know what I'm saying? So I want to tell him and the people that have attempted to jump in my comments on here and in the chat with any form of disrespect, I'm letting you know right now, bro, it won't be tolerated. Point blank, period. And I know it's a setup. I know dudes be trying to bait you in, putting that bullshit in your chat only so they can go turn around and run to YouTube and say, oh, he's bullying me, and try to get a nigga shut down. I'm not stupid. So it's a different way that I can attack you here. Just boot your bitch ass up out of here. Point blank, period. So we don't have to hear or see the bullshit that you would take the time, a grown ass man or a woman, to type in a chat. To type in the chat. Who does that? You feel me? Trigger Bird say, once you say a name, they'll say you bullying them. And now here comes the strike. Exactly. That's why I'm not saying no. If I say a name on here, it's gonna be in the form of complete respect of people that I respect, that I got love and respect for. if you hear a name mentioned on here about any other content creator, right? Outside of that, man, come on. And I know these dudes that I do love and respect that's on here, they not finna play. They not playing no police games. Trigger Birds, you want them. I know. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's a setup. Okay, now moving on to this other guy, right? This dude, certified PC, right? Now, it was two videos. One I wasn't aware of. And somebody was like, hey, man, you need to go look at this video that this dude made talking about one of your young homies that he was in the LA County jail with. He said he got ran by the PDLs and they sat there and watched it happen, right? This is a supposed I'm going to say ex-Crip dude who ended up going PC, SNY, right? Who is now out, you know, uh, that was basically bragging about one of my young homies or a couple of them, right? Getting ran by some bloods, by the PDLs. Crip sat there, him, and watched it happen. You feel me? Okay. Well, I don't understand what the rules in politics is down in the Los Angeles County Jail, because like I've told y'all, I ain't been down there in almost 30 years. So I can't tell you how the things go in there, right? But I know right from wrong. Which is why I try to give as much examples of what the rules and regulations are when it comes to this gang shit, right? Without getting into anybody else's business or issues or none of that shit, right? There's no need for that. I'm not chasing stories. However, I don't have a problem utilizing myself in different situations as an example on what the fucking rules to this gang shit is. If you a Crip and you watching Down Moves run another Crip, although he's not from where you from, you was a buster. And this person is describing the situation like he was actually rooting for these bloods to run my homies from my hood, right? I'm like, this is crazy shit. And then I see a Camp Capone video on YouTube where the same person is utilizing my hood, my homies as an example of getting ran in the county jail by the PDLs. Right? The same motherfucker that was on the PC yard in the cell with a white boy that he was humping on, a known booty warrior, speaking gang politics, and the gang politics that you talking about Crips getting ran by Down Moves, and you niggas sitting there watching it and allowing it. Because why? Because they not from where you from? Is that the reason? Is that the reason why y'all was letting that type of shit slide? I don't get it. Because I remember the times when I was down there in the Los Angeles County Jail, that would never happen. Not in a million years. But again, it's night and day. Those are night and day situations. Again, I ain't been down there in almost 30 years, but I do know what the rules of the game is. You feel me? And I will reiterate again. If you jump outside your body and put your hands on another man that's not from where you're from, you're in complete violation. And you should expect immediate retribution. Period. I'm not gonna sit back and watch nobody like come on, bro. And I'm not encouraging no gang banging shit, none of that. I'm just explaining it to y'all what the rules of the fucking game is. And then I hear people, oh, they don't give a fuck about what the rules is. They don't want to hear this and they don't want to hear that. That's fine, but still, it has to be said. So motherfuckers can never say, oh, the G homies ain't never told us none of that. That's why we was getting down like this and like that. Well, you can't continue to run with that lie and that false narrative, because you have a whole bunch of different examples of real stand-up dudes that come from that gang culture. You feel me? That is now on YouTube, that have prominent platforms where the game is being given to you for free. We not charging you motherfuckers for nothing. If you don't want it, then cool. Get your bitch ass out of here. But for the ones that want it, that want to know, because like I told y'all in the other video, bro, what you do elsewhere is gonna follow you. And nobody is above approach. Nobody is above correction, and most definitely nobody is bigger than the program. Everything catches up to you. Why the fuck do you think a lot of these guys that has jumped out there with all these fantastic LA County Jail war stories of late has went through the hell that they've been going through once they hit the prison system? A lot of them is on PCRs now, a good half of them, right? And I'm not gonna say that all the young homies is busters and marks and none of that. Absolutely not. No, 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 because we do have one great example of a young homie, right? The guy that I just mentioned to y'all who's in the chat right now, Young Triggerbird, right? Great example. You have a lot of young homies that is like him. That's on that level. I got a whole bunch of them in here with me right now, a whole, but from everywhere. There's probably more young niggas running around right now than it is old heads. But guess what? They got the game. They maintaining a program on a level 4 general population yard. It is only the extra out ones that ended up on those PC yards. And they'll get out just like this buster ass nigga did, right? Calling niggas out for fades, like you steal a joint, like you steal that nigga. And you was a booty warrior, bro. That's a well-known fact. How a nigga go to a PC yard and sell you with a gay homosexual white boy, coexist with chomos, and get out and think you still gangster? How? And speak on gang politics? How? And gloat about my young homies from my hood getting ran, and you say you was right there? That shit, the game is fucked up. Straight up, buster activities all day, every day. Bro, listen, bro. If you went to a PC yard, the last thing you need to be doing is trying to talk about any fucking form of gang politics, because your gangsterism is no longer there, bro. Straight up. It's no longer there. Leave that shit alone. Straight up. And I've told y'all before, if you're in that life and you choose to be in that life, then hey, so be it. The only thing that I can ask you to do or try to put out there for you to do is to smarten up with it. You're not gonna beat the system, bro. The system is designed like 4 or 5 steps ahead of us. All of us that thought we can beat that shit, we always ended up back in this motherfucker. It's unbeatable if you're not walking right. So smarten up. If you're gonna be in that life, and smarten up is learning all the ins and outs of that lifestyle. What's right? What's wrong? What's right and what's wrong? Meaning, just like how this Buster did that show, talking about how my homies got ran by the PDLs and all that shit, and how if one of them went into the county jail, you know what I'm saying? You know, and it was a gang of them in there. What would happen to them and all this shit, right? Right? And Crips sat there and watched this and allow that to happen. Running 5 fades back to back. Y'all niggas might as well jump a nigga. You might as well jump a nigga. If I'm fighting motherfucker 5 niggas back to back, y'all might as well jump me. Get it over with. That ain't nothing but a slow burn. I consider that to be a slow burn. You feel me? But again, any man that jump outside his body and put his hands on another man that's not from where you from, bro, you know, it's all you ignited a war. That's something I would never stand for. I don't give a fuck. It's not gonna happen. As long as I'm still attached to that gang shit, it's not gonna happen. Period. It's you from my community too? Oh hell no. And then I seen Trigger Bird's video talking about this certain situation with this one guy that was in the LA County jail that lied about a situation that happened to him. Not gonna say his name, not even gonna get on that. But again, a buster, whether he's there with you or not, ain't no way in hell this person is supposed to be embraced by his community, right? Especially if you lie about some shit. That's what I mean. See, that's why I don't be getting caught up and chasing after these type of stories, right? Because a lot of that shit be plays, bro. You can't sit and say something happened to you and then turn around and it didn't happen, because now the whole world should be looking at all involved parties as suspect. These niggas in jail running plays. They on some PC jumper shit in jail. Niggas turn to come to find out a motherfucker ain't got no injuries, no nothing. And oh man, come on, bro. That's ugly. So again, I want to let the whole world, everybody that be tapped in to the Swang Low podcast that's in other countries, because there's many of them, right? In other states, there's many of them. Shout out to y'all. Love y'all, man. Please do not look at these guys, because it's only a handful of them. It just look like it's more of them because it's constant stories being ran on these guys, right? It's just a handful of it's a handful of clowns that occupy the YouTube space that do police shit and clown shit and buster shit. Right? It's only a handful of these buster ass niggas, bro. And can't forget the SNYPC dropout bitch ass motherfuckers. Can't forget them. Right? Them be my main target. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But don't look at these people as that being what the whole entire California is, because it ain't. I would tell you, and take this as a warning. If any of y'all have any plans on traveling out here to America and coming to California, or if you're in another state and you plan on coming out here to California, don't look at these guys and think that that's what all of California is, because I'm telling you now, you're going to be in for a cold culture shock, and you're liable to get yourself hurt if you come out here and you approach anybody like they one of these jerks y'all see on the internet. Everybody ain't like that, bro. Everybody ain't like that. I promise you. I see dudes saying, oh, you know, the streets is dead. The gang life is this. The gang life is that. Don't do this. Don't do that, right? And in the same sentence, oh, we need to, you know, get rid of all this type of thinking, the gang politics, the prison politics, and all this and that, right? Right? What resolution do y'all niggas got? You know, once you eliminate all that, when y'all put y'all little plan in motion to devoice people like myself, people like 16 Alive, people like Damian Porter, people like Trigger Bird, and so many countless others that stand up dudes that do have a voice, a platform. When y'all get rid of all of us, then what's your magnificent plan after that? Who y'all gonna replace us with? More people like y'all that play police games on the internet, that say you are gonna drop a kite on the nigga, that say that you have the police on speed dial. I seen another situation where a motherfucker was doing a whole bunch of woofing, right? He got smacked and then told the motherfucker, hey, I got 911 on speed dial around this motherfucker. Well, you got smacked by police. He's standing right in front of you. The fuck? But these people are blatantly telling us that they're gonna call the police. And as a real one, right? I can't snitch on these dudes that blatantly would jump out there and say they would snitch on me. I can't snitch on them. I can't drop kites on they bitch ass like they would happily do on me. So how do you combat against that type of shit? They playing a shitty game, threatening to take people's pages, and they're doing it. It ain't no fucking threat. They're actually putting that shit in motion, and page by page is just getting eliminated and knocked down, one after the other, one after the other, because of the threat of the truth of these dudes getting exposed. You feel me? So that's why I don't say no names no more. That's why I don't add these busters in my thumbnails. I don't even add a picture of these marks that even look close to resembling them. Because as soon as you do, they're gonna they got YouTube 911 on speed dial. And they're gonna tell point blank period, like the busters that they are. Just like this one guy from the PC yard, right? Keep jumping out there talking about gang politics and all this and that, man. And his whole team is rats. His friendships, his little round table of people, rats. Government informants. I ain't scared to say that. It is what it is. If you on the internet playing police games and that shoe fit and you get butt hurt behind it, hey, bro, then I'm talking to you. Point blank, period. I feel like no PC rat should have a voice, especially if you jumping out there speaking on gang politics. And I'm gonna say this, since you were saying all that shit about my homies getting ran and all that, when you got shot up them 17 or 19, however many fucking times you did, you should have died. Point blank, period. You are the type of motherfucker that don't deserve to breathe. You should have died when they gunned your bitch ass down. You should have died, bro. And I hope and pray that somebody tagged this bitch ass nigga this video. You can tell. I have an A, B, and C plan. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. So you can tell. I ain't saying your name. I ain't bullying you. I'm speaking truth. The truth hurt though, don't it? And to you gang members, you active gang members that give these type of people, these PCs, these dudes that was on these SNY yards, any type of acknowledgement, any of y'all jumping out there making videos, oh, he was a real nigga. He did this in the county jail. He did that in the county. No, nobody give a fuck about none of that. If y'all love him so much, y'all go join forces with this nigga. You might as well go PC too. That's for any Crip or Blood that shoot this nigga a shout out or talk about his ex career that he used to have. That shit though, that shit is voided now. Point blank, period. You niggas is fake gang members, bro. If you're in communications with a PC rat, I don't care if you're a Crip or a Blood. You deserve to be over there with them. Period. We would never be friends. We would never be associates. We would not be nothing. I don't give a fuck. And it can be a nigga from where I'm from. If you're dealing with a PC, a rat, a government informant, or any of that shit, forget you know me. Because I'm going to forget I know you. I can promise you that. I see you in the picture with a rat. You know what I'm saying? I see you in the picture with or a video or any of that shit, bro. And I know these niggas got shit on their name. Forget you ever knew me, bro. Because once I see that, once I find out your truth, I no longer know you. I'm not dealing with you. None of that. Period. Fuck you. Straight up. We would never see eye to eye. We would never even be in the same space. Straight up. I swear to God, bro. The homie just got at me a few days ago. Told me about this specific person. I was like, what the fuck? And I look and I see some pictures with this same guy I just did a video. I just told y'all about how we knocked him down in high desert, knocked his teeth out and all that, had his teeth hanging by the meat. The motherfucking teeth was just dangling all out his mouth while he's sitting in the other cage talking shit to us. Right? That's a fact. I swear to God. Teeth just dangling like a motherfucker. I look and I see this dude in pictures with certain people. I'm like, And this is the same guy that we knocked down, and he ended up on the PC yard, parole from it. So when I see shit like that, hey, bro, yeah, I'm very careful about who I deal with and talk to, which is, like I told y'all, my circle is extremely small, especially my communication circle. I probably communicate with y'all more than I do people that was in my private life. I have to keep protection up on myself. My name ain't finna be attached to no buster shit or no buster ass niggas. Period. Whether they from there, here, there, or whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's not gonna happen. And if that means that I have to be a loner, which I don't have a problem with being, then so be it. I'm a grown ass man. I'm in this motherfucker doing time by myself. So ain't no issues with being a loner. I advise y'all to be more of loners rather than trying to chum me up to these busters because they might have a position of power. Fuck that shit. Figure out a different way to get it. Why sell your soul? Your kids is gonna have to grow up and look at you and the decisions that you made, and they gonna be like, "Damn, I thought Dad was a stand-up dude, but you kicking it with rats." Wasn't this guy that I've heard? Dad, I've heard this guy was in prison on a PC yard with chomos. Is that true? Your friend was in on a PC yard with chomos? Why is he here, Dad? Well, hey, to each his own, bro. Shout out to the chat, man. Let me go through these messages real quick. Shout out to everybody. Wizard, what's up, my Brody? I see you. Salute to you. All love and respect. That's my extended family out in Australia. Shout out to all my extended family out there in Australia. There's many of them. Many of them. Shout out to my boy Biff over at the Chaos Chronicles podcast, man. The biggest podcaster in Australia, the most relevant. No extras on it. You feel me? Me and bro about to link up soon. Y'all gonna see that. Promise you. Trigger Bird say, get their ass, big bro, for sure. I love chocolate. What's up, sis? I send all love and respect to you. Salute. Glad you was able to make the live. Thank me later said, fuck that. If they did it, it's already done. Trigger Bird, oh yeah, yeah. I'm talking about Big T Bird, for sure. Groove Daisy, Groove Daisy, King Groover, what's up, bro? Send love and respect to you always, Brody. Glad you was able to make the live. All love and respect. I love chocolate, said Booty Warrior. Yeah, yeah. But pirate. Black, what's up, bro? Salute to you. Glad you was able to make the live as well, man. All love and respect to you. Trigger Bird say, once you talk, it's on you to apply. Absolutely, bro. And I don't get it. I don't get how so many of these dudes are misled or misguided or don't have the appropriate knowledge when it comes to this shit. Such as them talking to PCs. You're supposed to be these stand-up active gang members, right? That has never been to a PC yard, never had done no buster shit, supposedly. But you communicate with PCs and y'all are cool with PCs. You feel me? And I okay, people say, people say, Oh, I'm on the street. I don't have to live by prison rules. I don't give a fuck about no prison rules once I'm out. Okay, I understand that, right? However, if you're a gang member, the prison rules and the street rules is kind of hand in hand. Because look at it like this. If you in the hood, something happened to a child. What happens to that person that do something to a child in the hood? He's gonna get hurt bad. He's not he's supposed to be out of there, right? It's the same in prison. You in the hood, somebody snitch. Something's supposed to happen to him. He's not gonna be there, or this how it used to be. All these things I'm talking about, this how these are the rules that I'm still up under. I still live up under this shit, right? But they're not supposed to be around. Same in prison. You feel me? So a lot of that shit go hand in hand, bro. I had a motherfucker tell me, "Oh, go to the 50-50 yard, so you can come home, and this and that and blah blah blah, right?" And I said to them, I said, "Hey, I said, bro, listen. So you mean to tell me that you will be comfortable? I'm asking you, will be comfortable with a chomo living next door, and you got kids and grandkids? You would be comfortable with them living next door to you?" Oh, no. Okay, so why the fuck would you want me to go and be comfortable living with them? Why? You feel me? So come on, bro. People pick and choose shit. People pick and choose, bro. And you can't pick and choose. If you're gonna be a stand-up motherfucker, be a stand-up motherfucker. But you cannot pick and choose in this shit, bro. Austin, Texas, say my bad that I'm late. It's all good, bro. Wizard said the algorithm brought me to the round table. It doesn't get any more legit than you and your life story. Real ones will find you for sure, Wizard. Hey, man, it's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing that when you stick to the code, you don't have to put no extras or nothing on it, bro. And we see this all the time with a lot of the guys that I've mentioned, right? Don't have to put no extras on it or none of that shit. Just be you. Stand on what you stand on and be you. I don't come here trying to act extra tough because I'm not extra tough or none of that. I'm a normal crip, a mainline crip, right? But I don't push the gang shit. I'm a crip that deal with everybody. Crips, Bloods, whoever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not on the gang banging shit. I'm far beyond that now. Been there, done that, right? But I am what I am, and that's another thing. I don't want motherfuckers to get confused. Those that be jumping in the chat talking that shit, bro. It's like y'all, and 9 times out of 10, a lot of these motherfuckers ain't even gang related, bro. A lot of them not even gang related. They be woofing and talking all that shit, right? And you talking it to me. Bro, nigga, you just don't know. You just don't know what will happen to you. You feel me? But again, that's the keyboard warrior busters. You know what I'm saying? That do that shit. But I'm not here trying to act extra tough or none of that shit. I come here with a message, with an appropriate message, original everything. Not chasing this, not chasing that. You know what I'm saying? I come with original everything, bro. And I think it's better like that. You feel me? So I don't get into all the drama and all the bullshit, but at the same time, when you got motherfuckers that's under attack like how we are, hey, I don't have a problem with standing with real ones, no matter where you from. If you a real motherfucker, man, and you got some substance to your push, then I'm behind you. We got to stand together. We can't be clashing and bumping heads with each other when we under attack by all these different police ass motherfuckers and informants and these racist ass bitch ass motherfuckers, bro. We can't go at each other, man. We can't do that. Motherfuckers talking about peace and unity and all that in the hoods. Well, as voices for where we're from, we can start the real ones that's on here, that's doing something of worth, by having unity amongst ourselves and not be bumping heads. I seen a video the homie Damian Porter. Shout out to Damian Porter. Make sure if y'all haven't already did it, man, go over to Bros podcast. It's called The Inside Story with Damian Porter. That's the big fella. That's the homie China from Hoover, right? Go over there and subscribe to his channel as well, bro. I seen his video where he was saying these use of a beautiful example of how podcasters at the highest level beef with each other because it's competition. I understand it's a competitive field. It's a competitive sport being on YouTube and in this space, right? However, real ones don't have to go at each other. Real ones don't have to bump heads. Especially we are under attack. They trying to knock down as many of us as they possibly can, bro. For being real, for being stand-up men, for actually sticking to the code, sticking to the script. It is only these guys that have bad marks on their report cards, right? That for one reason or another, right, got expelled out the game and is bitter, and they're turning around and they're shitting on the whole game instead of placing themselves in a position to teach these young dudes to be better men. Don't make the mistakes I did. I had my run-ins with in the game with this situation, this situation. However, there's always a better way to handle this shit. There's always a better way to go about it. So that's why I always say, if you're gonna be part of that life, hey, I don't have a problem with it. I can't be a hypocrite because I'm still attached to it. But I ask y'all to be smarter. I don't allow none of my homeboys to come around me and be dumb motherfuckers and do dumb shit. Can't none of them. And you will never hear none of my young homies, whether they've been around me or around me right now, you will never in a million years hear them say, Creep led me wrong. Creep be on some bullshit. Creep this, creep that. Nothing negative, bro. And I've been doing this for what, 2 years? So again, you dudes that have any criticism about this game, show us what you're doing different from what's already been done or what's being done. Show us, especially if you've been to prison and you're out and you so-called living a productive life, but you also have criticism about the game. Okay, well, show us. Now you're able to show us. So let us see, the productivity in the community, that you want to see, that you say you're not seeing from gang members. Other than that, if you can't show us nothing, bro, we not trying to hear nothing you talking about. Period. See, you can't manipulate a real one that know better. You probably can manipulate a lot of these dudes that don't know no better. They ain't never been through nothing. That is gullible to you and your message. But a real one, oh, hell no, bro. We gonna see right through the bullshit and we gonna call you on it, and we not gonna give a fuck if you like it or not. You can jump behind the camera and say whatever fucking shit you want, whatever tough guy shit that you want, bro. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, all you doing is talking. It's a whole lot of hot air that's coming out your mouth with no substance behind it. Period. Here it is. You have me, a guy that's in prison, that's been in prison for 31 years, bro. That stay in his lane. And for staying in his lane and sticking to the script like I was taught to. Coming up, a lot of us in this gang shit, there was zero tolerance for busters, zero tolerance for weakness. Busters and weak shit was not supposed to be in our surroundings at all. It's supposed to keep the game tight at all times and those around you. Your soldiers are supposed to be well equipped mentally, physically, spiritually. Period. If you're not teaching these men to be that, then you in the fucking way. Get your bitch ass out the way. Period. And feel offended by it. I don't give a fuck. Feel offended. But the real is always the real is gonna surface up. Through all the water that y'all try to pour on this shit, it's always gonna come back to surface, bro. Eventually, no matter how much fucking water y'all bitch ass try to throw on it. Straight up. Dana Garrison 2847 said, taking notes, big homie, for sure. Salute to you, Dana Garrison. I appreciate you for making the live as well, man. Pam 2044, salute to you. I see you. Glad you was able to make the live as well. Guerrilla Warfare, salute to you as well, Brody. Dana Garrison said, ain't the kids supposed to tell? Huh? Ain't the kids supposed to tell what? Wait. Hold up. Are you asking me, are the kids supposed to be snitches? I don't want to jump to no conclusion, so I'm gonna give you the opportunity to explain that. King Grover said, real shit, Craig, for sure. Pam 2044 said, it's hard to understand to tell what's real and what's fake on the entertainment app. Well, the beautiful thing about having this platform, Pam 2044, and having others like the 16 Alives, the Damian Porters, the Trigger Birds, the Chaos Chronicles, you feel me? The beautiful thing is these guys have been through the same. Our stories are the same, right? If you hear me shouting these guys out, bro, I'm telling you, our stories are the same. These guys really stand for something. They have substance in their content. They're not, I swear to God, I have not seen any of these men jump behind the camera and telling the youth to go out and gangbang and hurt people and fuck their community up even more. I have yet to see that. Now, if you see the opposite, if you see these dudes on camera doing the opposite, that's in these gang vlogs and doing bullshit and creating drama, you know what I'm saying, and all that, them the ones you stay away from. You don't want that. The whole jumper people, boo boo, hands down, boo boo. You can't consider yourself to be of a real motherfucker when you go into the police station speaking on gang shit with a whole bunch of motherfuckers that don't even come from where we from. That's another fucking thing, bro. Why do people tune into that instead of supporting the people that's actually been through some shit, bro? We come from that culture. We come from that life. We are that shit. But at the same time, we not jumping on here playing police games, snitching on people, telling motherfuckers that they gonna tell on you. You got and this is another thing, right? To you older OG dudes that do podcasts, and I'm not talking about any specific person, right? I'm talking to everybody, whether you in California, a different state, or whatever, right? If y'all dudes have these big platforms with all these subscribers and y'all get all these views on y'all videos, right? And y'all turning around saying that y'all gonna strike people channels for utilizing y'all shit, for doing reactions to y'all videos or whatnot, right? What y'all niggas have to remember is this, right? And salute to y'all for making it that far. Salute to y'all for building y'all platforms to having all the subscribers and viewers that y'all get, right? Salute to that. Y'all worked hard for that, right? But how in the fuck can y'all look down on others that's trying to do the same thing that y'all doing? Y'all niggas started from the same ground level that we are. You niggas ain't no fucking celebrities like that. A lot of these dudes, I trip on them, bro. I trip on these dudes. A lot of these dudes, bro, like the shit is crazy. Like these niggas don't come from somebody's hood. Like these niggas ain't never been through no LA County jail, no penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? And then you done got out of jail and you know you found a space, you created a platform, and now you have a voice and your platform is doing well. But in the same token, you shitting on the people that's down. Niggas ain't out committing crimes. Niggas ain't out destroying their community. They are actually trying to, if you inspire the motherfucker to do the same thing that you doing, why would you turn around and shit down on the people that's trying to make their way up where you at? Why? Because y'all feel threatened? That's the only thing that that makes sense to me. They feel threatened by motherfuckers that's doing the same thing that they doing. And that's crazy work to me, bro. I would never be able to respect that. These niggas act like they fucking Hollywood stars and shit because you have it's crazy, bro. Again, to my roundtable family, if y'all ever, which you won't, but if you ever see my head getting too fucking big for this screen to where my face is all, you know, distorted from my head being too fucking big because I think I'm a fucking Hollywood star on a fucking YouTube app. Please deflate that motherfucker quick. Keep me humble. Straight up. Niggas is crazy, bro. I Love Chocolate said, I love Damian Porter. That's how I found your content. Oh, for sure, for sure. Salute to bro, man. That's bro. Dana Garrison said, I'm a school teacher, homie. Damian put me on to you. I got a I got a legit question. A kid is supposed to tell, right? Um, okay, you a school teacher. Okay, I'm glad you said that. Right. And again, salute to Damian Porter for sending you over here, man. You a school teacher. A kid, if something happened to him, or like a chomo, you know, try to touch him or any of that, hell yeah. Let your parents know. Let a school teacher, you know what I'm saying, or somebody of authority know that a chomo or somebody touched you inappropriately. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because I all I know is this, right? If a dude touch a kid that I know, I ain't even got to know him. But if I find out that a dude touch a kid, bro, it's curtains, point blank, period. So yes, Dana Garrison, my apologies. Um, absolutely, absolutely. I was thinking something else. So I'm glad you told me that. Salute to you for being a school teacher. Y'all don't get enough credit. I'm gonna just keep it real. Y'all don't get enough credit for the work that y'all do. I think y'all wonderful people that take care and teach and nurture the young youth that's coming up into this world, right? And I always say these kids deserve a fair chance at keeping their purity. You feel me? So hell yeah, for motherfucker touch them kids, tell. Absolutely. So we can get them. Austin, Texas said, even their OGs is not about that peace life. Just stop lying. It ain't hard to meet in one spot and make peace and go into each other's hood. Pam said, I'm a civilian. Anybody hurt my kids, I'm telling. What's the problem with that respectfully? Again, Pam 2044, if anybody touch a kid, do what you got to do. I would prefer if you tell anybody, you come tell somebody like me so we can get their business. We don't want them to go to jail. I don't want them to go to jail because as we can see, niggas is cool with coexisting with them. All right. But the 50-50 PC, S&Y motherfuckers, they cool with it. So I don't want them in jail. I want them out free. Feed them to the people. I would prefer you tell somebody like me, man. Let the village take care of our problems and our issues. You feel me? But if you feel the need to tell authorities that somebody touched your kid, do what you got to do. That's different. That's different. You know, you're a civilian. The gang members, on the other hand, that's a whole completely different story. And this situation that you and the wonderful Dana Garrison, when it comes to the kids, I'm all for protecting them. So do what you got to do. Period. I'm not gonna look at you no different. My only issue with snitches is the gang members. Civilians, they gonna do what they do. Y'all don't live under the same olive branch that we do. King Grover said we talking about gang members, not civilians or squares. Exactly. Pam 2044 said a taxpayer and a law-abiding citizen respectfully. To show. We see Pam 2044. We don't have a problem with civilians. My mama's a civilian. My sisters are civilians. My brothers are civilians. My uncles and aunties, a lot of them is civilians, right? Some of my friends are civilians. So we don't have a problem with y'all. I'm gonna tell you the type of civilians I got a problem with, right? The type of civilians that I personally have an issue with is the ones that jump out of their body, right? Get themselves involved in the gang world, the gang culture shit, when they've never walked that walk, right? And I can use an example of that, but I'm not gonna say this person's name. He's a YouTuber, a fat motherfucker with glasses, right? Not even originally from this country. However, he has a very, very humongous platform, right? I've watched this person over and over again jump behind the camera and disrespect hoods, dead homies, all that. And gang members actually is cool with this dude, right? I can never be cool with nobody. I don't give a fuck what type of position that person hold, what type of doors this person can open up for me. I would never compromise. What the fuck I look like compromising what I always stood for just to be cool with a motherfucker like that. That's degrading. Instead of these people don't offer no type of legit suggestions on fixing what they see or may think is broken about the gang culture in the communities that we come from. I can't respect that. But here it is, they voice these harsh opinions about this shit with no solutions behind it. Now, if the approach was different, then that would be a different story. However, the disrespect, I can't tolerate that. But we don't have no problems with civilians. So let me make that clear. King Grover said, if you a kid in a gang, no snitching for you either. hey, hey, bro. That's a hardcore fact because the kids will gun you down. You feel me? The kids will gun you down. So at the end of the day, if you're a kid but we talking about 13 years old because that's usually when kids join gangs, in those little prominent years right there, right? The 13, 14-year-olds, they get in and they get in hard and they will gun you down. If they catch you slipping and they really on that timing, they will gun you down. So they are under the same guidelines and codes as the adults, unfortunately. But King Grover, you crazy as hell. Dana Garrison, 2847 said for sure, King. Hey, bro. Hey, all respect. All respect, man. Hey, when it come to the kids, I'm not playing no games. I got too many of them in my life. I look at them all the time and I see their innocence, and I want to keep that innocence protected at all costs. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And it needs to be more of us that's willing to stand up for these kids. A lot of people out there got kids. You know, you should want the ultimate security and protection on your kids. Period. Pam 2044 said, King, okay, my bad. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, I'm not here crucifying you, Pam 2044. Don't get me wrong. You feel me? I just want you and others to understand we don't have a problem with civilians, with non-affiliates. Not at all. I know some real stand-up people. There's people in the chat right now. My boy Wizard ain't a gang member, but he's one of the most stand-up men that I have come to know with kids that has been through the same walk, been through prison, blessed enough to get out, just like a whole bunch of people that's here. That's we all here for a common reason. We're not here to crucify each other, just gain understanding and have understanding amongst each other. And how do we gain understanding without this communication like we having right now? This is a blessing. You feel me? So we're not here to crucify you or anybody else. Hell nah. Fuck nah. Austin, Texas said, if you're a civilian, but someone do something in front of you, that's where the telling comes in. Real G's or real mafias didn't do things in front of nobody. Always when, never when they could see. Guerrilla warfare said members are different because it's a code you committed to. Absolutely. If you're a gang member, hey, that's why I come and I tell the stories that I tell. It's to wake the people up that needs to be woke about, the different codes and guidelines of being in that life. I see a whole lot of incorrect shit going on, right? And again, it fascinates me that these dudes don't know what the real game is, and then they fuck up and go to prison and have to find out the hard way that you made a major mistake when you was on the street or when you was in LA County jail. You made a major mistake that's always gonna follow you. You marked yourself. All that shit that's going on down in the LA County jail with all that bullshit, it catches up to them dudes, bro. Eventually, it catches up to them, and a lot of them dudes' careers get ended, unfortunately. And I see these dudes, you know what I'm saying, jumping behind the camera after paroling off a fucking PC yard, protective custody. PC means protective custody. They end up on those yards because their life is in danger, or or just like people has been throwing out there. Oh, they came to jail. The young dudes caught a case, a gun case, got locked up for it, only got 1 or 2 years, and they sent them to the lower level yards, and that's how they end up on the PC yard, right? They end up over there like that. Or some would choose to, if they points drop down, and they want to go to that type of environment. Some make that decision to go, right? You never know until it happens. In that situation, you never know that until it happens. And if you decide to go over there, then you know what you're getting into on purpose. You know what's over there. And once you sign that paper saying that you can go and coexist with them, you are officially a PC. You are officially a PC, which means once you go over there and if you fuck up and they try to send you back to a level 4 yard, which 9 times out of 10 they're going to do, you go over there and you get a write-up, they're going to try to send you back to a level 4. And guess what? Life as you know it is completely over. You're going to get fucked off. And I'm telling you that as raw as I possibly can. You're going to get fucked. And that's what I try to prevent. When I tell the stories about the prison shit, and all that, I'm not putting no extras on it or none of that. I'm letting you know the real to prevent you from even having to go that route. Period. I don't want to see none of y'all. If y'all out there on the street, I don't want to see y'all in this hot ass cell with me in this environment where you have to live under certain conditions, bro. Your life depend on it. Your future depend on it. That's a fact. So to you people that's out there in the free world that say, oh, we don't give a fuck about jail. We don't want to hear about prison and this and that. Y'all shouldn't be even talking about no jail shit because the kids look at that and they think that because they see y'all saying this and they're saying that, that it's cool. And they go try to do what y'all, man, miss me with that shit, bro. Miss me. Another buster that jumped out there. Oh, I'm not going to argue with nobody that's in prison and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Well, you shouldn't be getting caught in gay scandals on the internet. How about that? Because if you go to jail, we know where you're going to end up at. Right over there in that same place where that other buster was at that was in the cell, sexing down the white boy, and the white boy sexing down him, utilizing those condoms that they give you. Facts. I don't lie. I put no extras on it, bro. Dana Garrison say on a child molester, yes, that's what I'm asking. Oh yeah, man. Child molesters don't get no. Hey, why you think I say there would never be no coexisting? You know what I mean? There would never be no coexisting. Period. Ain't no way in here I can coexist in here with a child molester with all the kids that's in my family, my nieces and nephews. Come on, bro. And then I got to get out and look them in the eye, knowing that I coexisted with one of these motherfuckers when I should have been breaking his neck. Because if he had the opportunity to do it, he would do it to one of them. Like, come on, bro. That don't even make no sense, bro. We supposed to be protecting everything in our community, the kids, the women, all that. Period. Niggas done lost the rules to this shit. Austin said, if the kids was not taught to not tell, well, what will they do? Tell. Dana Garrison say, I'm not teaching my babies not to tell. Fuck that. Nah, you're not supposed to teach them. You know, you're supposed to let them know if somebody is inappropriately doing anything to them, whether it's touching them, looking at them too long, looking at them in the wrong way, anything, anything, then hell motherfucking yeah, they supposed to speak up. We're supposed to protect them. How the fuck else is we gonna know if they're not telling us or somebody of authority that this chomo was doing something wrong to him? Like, come on, don't hey, come on, bro. Oops. Damn it. I'm messing up. Damn, where did my messages go? Hold up, y'all. My messages disappeared. Hold up real quick. If it go out, don't go nowhere. Hold up. What was I at? I'm behind on these messages. Hold up, man. Let me catch up. Where did I leave off? Okay, here we go. Most parents, Austin say most parents and grandparents back in our old times will tell us, don't tell, don't talk to cops. Yeah, well that's different, bro. We talking about chomos that's trying to hurt kids. You know what I'm saying? Well, I know what you talking about. My mom's told me the same thing as far as just, she that was preached in our household, but when it came to anybody doing something to you, oh no, absolutely not. Dana Garrison say, I'm teaching them to talk to me, not talk. Yeah. King Groover say, random thought. Hold PC Jumper need to be shut the fuck down on West Side Hoover. That I agree, which is why I encourage, and that's what I was just saying about these bigger YouTube guys, right? The OGs that's been doing this, right? We need to invest more into us. Why the fuck are we investing to a PC Jumper? Why? Because they have all those viewers, right? And people feel like that gives them a bump. No, man, you don't need that, bro. Stop being lazy and work. That's all you got to do. Stop being lazy and work, bro. I started this fucking this channel from scratch, from nothing. And it's still growing. Our numbers ain't all that, but do we come here and complain about that shit? No. Do we take shots at other YouTubers that's you know they numbers might not be as good as ours? No. Why? Why? I encourage all of us to invest in each other. That's why I say those of us that do bring substance with our content, we got to stick together because we are under attack. Then you got other motherfuckers that's selling their soul to go be on a PC Jumper. Like, come on, bro, we ain't got to do that. Wizard said, Creep is talking from a gang perspective. Doesn't apply to civilians. Exactly. Guerrilla Warfare said, gang members only. Exactly. Dana Garrison said, good conversation. Most definitely. Y'all, hey, y'all my co-hosts. Y'all my co-hosts. That's why it's called the round table. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly why it's called the round table, bro. You're not going to get this type of conversation too many other places. You feel me? It's not going to be a lot of YouTubers that's going to open up the floor to y'all and be engaging back and forth like that. But I feel that it's necessary. It's very necessary. Without the conversation, how do we gain understanding? How do we know to separate ourselves from the PC jumpers and shit? Where they are inviting all these, I call it PC jumper for a reason. They got PCs and dropouts. Dudes that got booted off their hood and shit. That they got like, come on, bro. No. Guerrilla Warfare said, if your lady isn't in the streets and is with your child and someone snatched the baby, yes, she can call the popo. Anything happen to the kid, bro, anything to keep them protected, get them back in that situation like that, I encourage y'all do what's necessary, bro. These are kids we are talking about. Pam 2044 said, I feel outnumbered here. I'm on mute. Let me ride the cloud. Huh? You feel outnumbered? How? Ain't nobody attacking you. That's crazy. Wizard said, Dana, never let your children out of your sight. Exactly. Austin, Texas said, just ended his live. He was reaching to Triggerbird, saying Triggerbird was saying who need DP, but said LA podcasters who don't advocate peace need a DP. Yeah, I'm not getting into that. You know what I'm saying? I stand behind Triggerbird, bro. Period. I stand behind all righteousness. I'm not necessarily familiar with the guy that I know of him, but I haven't really checked out too much of his content. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying anything bad about that person, but I stand behind Triggerbird because I'm familiar with his content. You feel me? So it is what it is. Two Man from E OG Creed, what up, Brody? Salute to you. Young Scrapper, salute to you, man. Ricky Dow, that's my little bro right there, man. I love you, bro. I'm glad you was able to make the live, man. I know you've been out there working hard and shit. Salute to you. I love you, Brody. King Groover said, when I heard that clown say they asked him if he wanted to go to where the celebrity. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Busters come in all shapes, forms, and sizes, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that whole situation was a play. Straight up. Shit is crazy. The clout, the chase for clout is nasty work. Danny Garrison say for sure off top. We on the same page for sure, Brody. That's what I'm saying. We all here for a reason. We all here for the same purpose, bro. Austin, Texas say, but the real teachers, not the teachers who do the crimes. Two man from East 108. He salute to all the chat to all of y'all. That's what he say. Austin, Texas say, I believe that too. The system and cops not going to send them type of people who do that type of crime to prison. Call it thug to handle it. Exactly. I would prefer it. Two men from East 108th Street, St. Clair. Hey man, the day is wonderful. It's great. We just addressing these issues. You know what I'm saying? I had some things, bro, that I couldn't let slide. You know what I'm saying? From racist, bitch ass motherfuckers, you know, jumping in the chat saying bitch shit. I would have slapped all the spit out this dude's mouth along with his tongue if he was standing in front of me calling me the N-word with the hard ER at the end. You feel me? It's busters like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but other than that, man, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day, Brody. King Groover say, preach, Creed, man, for sure, Brody. Wizard said, better now, too, man. How's your day? In case going. No reparations, no votes. Salute to you, man. I'm glad you was able to make the live, man. Much love and respect, bro. Extended as always. Dana Garrison say, poetic. I hear you, homie. Yeah, for sure, Brody. Austin, Texas say, when the kids joins a thug group, ain't no telling and no way. Dana Garrison say, great conversation, big homie. Go live again and I'll tap in for sure. Oh, for sure, Brody. We're going to keep that going. Danny Garrison say, you're going to win, homie. We all going to win. If I win, we all win. Lil bro say, if you so-called active but did foul things, you're exempt. If you have some money and big gold chains, part of selling their soul, bro. We know how that go. You feel me? Any form of, if motherfuckers see you have any form of motion, oh, they gonna be your best hype man. They gonna be your best hype man. Hey, little bro, you know we see this. You feel me? Danny Garrison say, straight civilian here. My G homie said, go ahead and tell, but don't go to the pen or you're cooked when you get there. Yeah. Danny Garrison say, that's what I just said. You'll be fucked over. Austin, Texas say, that's why I be saying your channel is all right because you let people know about the reality of prison and why not to go. Exactly. That's what it's all about. I don't come here to encourage people to go out and commit crimes and fuck their life off, bro. Hold up. I'm still here. There's no way. There's no way in my right mind, knowing what comes with this shit, You know, anytime you jeopardize your freedom only to come sit around men all day, every day. You leave out your cell, you see men all day. Inside your cell, you got a fucking man in there with you. You know what I'm saying? Why would you ever want to trade your freedom to come sit in the fucking cell and be around men all day? So no, we don't encourage dudes to want to come to jail. We don't make it look cool. You know what I'm saying? The things that I show y'all is me surviving in here every day. It's a survival game, bro. Period. And that's the only thing that I can ever come to this platform and give to y'all. I'm living it. I'm living it in high definition in real life. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to get these type of messages on no other platform other than, well, really no other platform, because I'm in prison still living it. And you have other guys that have been there. You know what I'm saying? Like the homie 16 to Life, like the homie Damian Porter, like the homie Trigger Bird, and so many others that's out there that has been through it, but they're free now. I'm still in it. So nah, you're not gonna get this other dudes that's doing it. Man, I'm not even gonna go there. Austin say, but them others in jail, in prison with the phones, or doing all that snitching stuff. They do a whole bunch of snitching. They do a whole bunch of communicating with PCs. You know, which is baffling to me. If they in jail on a general population yard communicating with PCs, that is all grounds for dismissal for anybody that's doing that, Crip or Blood. All grounds you got to go. You're gonna go right over there with them since you want to communicate with them. Man, let me find out one of mine is with me and they're communicating with a nigga on the PC yard. His time on that yard with me is gonna be up immediately. ASAP Rocky, you're out of here. And that's just me keeping it real. Hey, Dana Garrison, I don't give out my information like that. However, I do have a cash app that you can send that to if you would like to. King John, salute, Brody. King John 916, that's my bro from Sacramento, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to all the Dalmo. Shout out to all the Crips out there in Sacktown. Send all love and respect to you, Brody. Glad you was able to make the live. Pam 2044 said California is the #1 state of gang culture for sure. It's like you're born into it. For a lot of us, yeah, a lot of us have been born into it, man. I've told y'all the stories, on in my household, you know, um, it was a lot of non mafias, it was a lot of Hoovers, and it was a lot of Grape Streets. All my family is from those three gangs. Nine Mafia, Hoovers, and Grape Streets. That's all that was in my household. So growing up, that's all I seen. Right? I swear to God. So yeah, a lot of us unfortunately was born into that life, man. Dana Garrison 2847 said anything to a child, you're fucked over. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you're gonna get done cold. You should be done cold. You should not be spared in no way, shape, form, or fashion. You commit any crime upon a child, you should not be spared. Period. You should be humiliated and done in. Period. I don't know nobody, not even police like Chomos. You feel me? They wouldn't even want one of them living next door to them. So how the fuck could you ever ask me to go to a 50-50 yard and coexist with them? Like, come on. Come on, bro. Y'all asked me to do something that y'all motherfuckers not willing to do. So yeah, anything done to a child, man, you don't get spared. Austin, Texas said, this is what I personally believe. God, Hood, and Grim Reaper. I ain't trying to be funny or disrespectful, but I don't like anything devil. Chomos, yes, let the world know for real. Wizard from Oz, my bro, he said, Pam, that's Creep story, born into it. Dana Garrison say, cuz the got a white man behind him. Who you talking about? Dana Garrison says, stay your course. Absolutely. Austin, Texas say, your channel is growing because your message is getting through one way or the other. Yeah, man. I'm humbled. However, we got a long way to go. We got a long way to go, bro. And the way that I see it, the way that I see the future being, right, it's gonna be greater. It's gonna be much, much greater. Trust and believe. I promise you. I promise you. Even if they came and they shut me down right now, in which they could, right? It's not gonna be over with. Because guess what? This channel will always exist. I will be home, right? And that's when it's gonna, I promise you. And y'all gonna be there with me. Y'all not gonna be left out on nothing, man. I promise you that. And everything that I preach, I swear to God, I'm standing on. And I want all y'all to hold me to that. If I get on the other side of this camera and start doing anything other than what I've been professing to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. And that's some real shit. Dana Garrison say, you, Damien, and Kev Mack is all rock with me. For sure, bro. Those are good standards to be, to be amongst. Pam 2044 said, Wizard, I can tell it's majority of the gang members' story, not a fist as I'm punch. Dana Garrison say, I love how you call it PC jumper. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Dana Garrison. Look, that's all they got on there. Dudes, PCs, dropouts, dudes that got kicked off their hood. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. Who can relate to any of that? That's why I encourage y'all. It's a waste of time watching that because it's all false propaganda. They can't exist without gang members. They can't exist without gang members. But look at the ones that they got over there. These dudes is PCs and dropouts. But here it is, you got people like myself, you know, that come from that life, the people that I pointed out to y'all already, you know what I'm saying? Bro, invest into us. Invest into us. Take all this in because we not misleading y'all, misguiding y'all or nothing. How many other podcasters been in prison all the time that I have, 31 years, that comes from that gang life, the gang culture, that's able to communicate with y'all the real. I'm not on here being extra. I'm not gang banged out, throwing up all the gang signs, cuz this, cuz that, every other word, dead homies this, dead homies that. Come on, man. I'm an elder. I've done all that gang banging shit. You feel me? Which is why it's easy and it's a comfortable space as a grown ass man to be able to come to this platform and communicate the real to y'all without putting no extras on it and trust and believe. I'm in an environment where I have 1,000,001 homeboys from everywhere that will call me on my bullshit if I jump behind this camera and lie to y'all about anything pertaining to this gang shit or this prison shit. Period. Like I told y'all, there's certain rules and guidelines you have to. I live under that shit right now. We got one in the chat. Let me go ahead and get rid of your punk ass right now. Bye, bitch. Hey, mods, y'all let one slip. I got him though. You feel me? I got him. He want to jump in the chat and gang bang and talk shit like the little bitch that he is. That's the type of bitch shit that I'm talking about right there. Right? And he was a blood. Like, come on, bro. I ain't came on here and disrespected no blood. It's bloods on here that I fuck with. It's bloods that I fuck with. You feel me? And you want to jump in the chat with that bullshit? Go eat a dick up, bro. Like you used to. Straight up. Use a bitch. Well, I'm just now seeing it. If that was put 20 minutes ago, I'm just now seeing it. I'm still trying to go through all the messages right now. Austin, Texas say Trigger Bird is real too. Listen to. Yes, he is. Wizard said it's just a first bump, Pam. Meaning I hear you and respect you. Wizard, I thought you was punching me. Haha. Everybody playing. Through life and times of the uncuffed. Salute, Brody. You was left incorrect. People are bad inside. Get out and act like their first term. Yeah, bro. Danny Garrison say, I love how you reading every comment. Yeah, that's why I'm behind like a motherfucker. I'm trying to get to them all, bro. You feel me? Y'all order. I told you, y'all my co-hosts. Let's see. Oh, that go to for anybody that feel like shooting a Cash App or whatever. They go to Cash App info right there. I'm gonna leave it up for a second. I'm trying to get through these messages. As a matter of fact, hold up. Beach Boy, what's up, bro? Hey, I'm behind. Like I'm trying to catch up on all these comments right now. I'm glad you was able to make the live. I send all my love and respect to you, bro. You and the family. Salute to you, bro. I'm glad you was able to make the live. Pam 2044 said your story is powerful and your strength is amazing. 31 years, she's so I respect the most. Thank you, Pam 2044. I appreciate you. Texas say, y'all trolls stay away. This ain't your lane. Cuz 1291 say, I'm watching on my TV, but had to show some love to you, Cree and Miss Golden and the round table. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Salute to you. I appreciate that. Me and Miss Golden. Boston, Texas say, I'm a down move. So whoever that troll is came came to trip. That Damu is wrong. Yeah, he wrong. He's a bitch. You feel me? He ain't on no grown man shit. We don't diss other grown men here. You know what I'm saying? If you have that type of energy, bro, you know what I'm saying? And you got the energy to type that gay ass shit in the chat, right? That means you're not taking care of your kids. You know what I'm saying? That means you allowing another nigga to take care of your kids. Your baby mama probably kicked this bitch ass out the house. He's sleeping in his car if he got one. You know what I'm saying? Or in the alley on some pissy ass couch or something with his bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? Busted. Damo, what's up, Brody? Salute to you. I see you, man. I send all my love and respect to you as always, bro. All love, all respect. You already know that. I'm glad you was able to make the live. I know you probably in traffic on your way to work or just stepping in. Shout out to everybody, man, that's going to work or getting off work, taking the time out to, chime into the chat. It's all love and respect to all of y'all, bro. I know how hard it is out there, but you got to do what you got to do. Guerrilla Warfare said, I think it was a female. It probably was because it said Miss Blood. Yeah, man. We ain't having that bullshit. You come in here, that's what I'm saying. That's the type of shit that I was just talking about. People jumping in the chat and putting in the comments all that bullshit, right? But you can never track them down. You can't find them. They have fake profiles and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they would jump in the chat like that ain't gonna persuade us to the mission is the mission, bro. You can hate all you want to. I don't give a fuck. You can't do nothing to me. You're not gonna do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do shit but talk shit in the chat like a bitch. Who does that? Who does that? That's buster activities all day. And that person probably was PC when they was in jail. If they was in jail, buster or a snitch. Only PCs and snitches do that type of shit. Jump in chats and talk bitch shit. Only PCs and snitches, bro. Ain't no real motherfucker finna do no shit like that. It's not gonna happen. You feel me? Oh, okay, Damo. You got today and tomorrow off for sure, for sure. Miss Golden got her off days too. You know what I'm saying? I know how valuable them off days be, man. You just kick back, and enjoy it. You feel me? But yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, let them keep on jumping in the chat. Let them keep on. You know what I'm saying? Talking that shit. What y'all do? Look, let me see something. I'm gonna type my IG in here. I'm gonna type my IG, my Instagram in the chat. For those that wanna talk shit to me, go over there and talk shit to me. That's my IG information right there. Y'all go over there and talk shit to me so I can eat you alive. I'm gonna send you a dick pic and all that. Then again, nah, y'all might want that. Especially y'all that's jumping in the chat on that bitch shit. Y'all might want that. So now I might send you a picture of a dog dick though. Punk motherfuckers. Yeah, go to my IG, man. Y'all, my roundtable family. If y'all ain't over there following me already, go over to IG and follow me, man. Follow everybody back. You know what I'm saying? Even the haters can go over there because, like I said, I can't eat you up on here because all y'all gonna do is go run to the police and tell and shit. But going over to IG, that's why I have a lot of fun at. Go to IG, and I swear to God, disrespect me, and it's on. Promise you that. Beach Boy said, tell the trolls if they want to come being disrespectful, make sure they hit the like. like a motherfucker, like a motherfucker beef boy, like a motherfucker beef boy. You feel me? Hit the like button before you get the boot, man. Before you get hit the, at least hit the like button, man. At least hit the like button before you get the boot, bro. You feel me? Make it count. Make it count for something. Because you definitely gonna get the boot out of here. At least hit that like button. But again, if you want to be disrespectful to me, there's a place for it. Go to IG. I just typed my shit in the thing, right? Go over there. That's why I have a lot of fun at with people, bro. I just had to destroy me a bitch ass motherfucking racist on there, right? So I invited over there, not here. This ain't, I can't do that here, man. You feel me? This is a place of respect and love where we build each other up. There's no hatred or none of that. There's no room for it. And again, I don't want to get told on. You feel me? But if y'all want to be on the weird shit, there go my IG info. Go to my IG and I will proudly eat your bitch ass up. Oh my God, I know this ain't the same person. Kim Blood said emotional, shaking my head. How the hell did you get how did you get back? Hey, Kim Blood. My Instagram, I just put in there, right? If you want to be disrespectful to me, go to my IG. We can get it on there, right? I promise you. We can get it on there. Don't do that here though. You feel me? You making account after account. What the fuck? You got 10 phones there and shit? With 10 different accounts on that motherfucker? I'm that important to you? Again though, you probably was PC, right? I bet you was. I bet you was. You was probably up in that motherfucker laid up with that other PC ass nigga, right? You probably was the one that was on that top bunk that he was in there sexing down. You was sexing him down. You was utilizing them condoms, huh? Your punk ass. Get the fuck up out of here. Stupid. Austin, Texas say Kim Blood. Say Blood. Big back. Get off Blood. This serious game over here. Good looking, Austin, Texas. I appreciate that, Brody. Danny Garrison say I was talking about PC Jumper with White behind him. Wizard say all day. Hey man, hey Wizard man, you know, bro. You already know, bro. Hey Austin, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you doing that, bro, because let me reread what he just said to that person. Bro said, Kim Blood, say Blood, big back, get off Blood. This serious game over here. You feel me? And that's a damn move. And he's not the only damn move that be here, bro. I just shouted out my bro from Sacramento. Like, come on, man. Like, shout out to Dillinger too from PDL. He be here, bro. It's a number of Bloods that be here. Shout out to Deuce M's over at the Dalmu Keyway Conversation, bro. We don't do no disrespecting like that, man. Get the fuck up out of here with that gay ass shit, bro. And again, you want to get it on? Go to my IG. Go to my IG. We can get it on all day. My wifey, Miss Golden, said, get off his nuts. Please, you're heavy. Austin said, basically, we don't need set tripping down mode over here. No, I know, ain't no. That's the only motherfucker that's set tripping. We don't do that here, bro. I don't encourage it. I don't invite it. I don't do it. I don't participate in that shit. None of that. I got down move homies. Straight up. The fuck I look like in endorsing that and allowing that. And this person is just jumping out the blue. Ain't nobody disrespected nobody. And this person jump out the blue and put that in the chat. Like, why? Just like the race. See, that's what I was talking about earlier. When I was saying the real ones got to stand together because we getting attacked from all angles for no reason. I ain't jumped on here one time, not one time, and disrespected no blood. And won't, never will. It was somebody that jumped in the chat that put some disrespectful shit in there towards the blood. I immediately got that shit up out of there. Like, come on, man, we're not doing that. Never. Austin said that's what I was telling people in my videos. That soon when it comes to telling stories on history, we all not going to dissess. Nah, man, I ain't dissing nobody, bro. When you hear me, I don't get in nobody else's politics, right? That's what I don't do. But when you hear me speaking about other people from different communities, whether it be a blood or a crip, I'm speaking about these people in the highest regard, in the highest respect. Period. I've told different stories on here about different situations that happened in prison between the Crips and Bloods without dissing nobody, whether they was taking off on us or we was taking off on them. I didn't make one seem greater than the other because it went both ways. I can't, man, come on, bro. Come on. Never. And never disrespecting nobody. If I talk about somebody from a different community, it's always in the highest regard, bro. Straight up. I'm an elder man. What the fuck I look like dissing anybody or any hood as long as I've been doing this shit? That's stupid. Nigga, I got gray hairs. You don't see these gray hairs? Nigga, I'm an elder. I'm a real one. I earned this. Straight up. And I'm proud to have them. I'm proud to have made it to this age when there's so many that haven't. So many that haven't. So you goddamn right. I'm proud to have these gray hairs. I'm proud to be an elder. Respect is earned, not given, nor demanded. Yeah, they damn sure ain't gonna get no respect from me jumping in no chat on nobody else's comments and shit. You know what I'm saying? Dissing and talking shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna get nothing but disrespected. And I'm not disrespecting their hood. I'm gonna disrespect everything that they think they love. You feel me? Jada SGV, what's up with my brethren, man? I send all love and respect to you. You know what I'm saying? Now look, J-Dub is a Southside Hispanic, right? This is bro right here, right? Now remember how I told y'all how the guy jumped in the comments and disrespected me, called me the N-word with the hard ER and all this shit, right? And my response to him, right? I ate him up. And I ate him up without having to disrespect. It wasn't the whole race that did that. It was this one idiot, this one piece of shit. And if y'all go to my Instagram, right? Those of y'all that isn't following me, go over there, man. Follow me on Instagram, right? I'm gonna put it in the chat again. That's my IG right there, people. If you're not already following me on there, go follow me on Instagram, right? And go to the video. I posted a video of this guy, this black dude, who was he looked like a Crip, right? Because he had all blue on, he had the blue rag around his neck, all these gold chains and all that, right? And he's he said he's at the White House, right? And he's trying to get this and that cracking, you know, and he sent a shout out to all the Crips, all the Bloods, all the Hispanics, right? No disrespect, all respect, right? I swear to God. As a matter of fact, I posted that video on here too, on the shorts. But go over there and look at that, man. And then go to the comment section and y'all gonna see what this fool put. And y'all gonna see what my response to that was, right? The disrespect was unwarranted. You feel me? However, you have these keyboard gangster bitch ass motherfuckers that do shit like that to try to keep shit up going between the blacks and Hispanics. And you got bitch ass motherfuckers that do shit like that bitch jumped in the chat trying to do by being disrespectful to me and my hood. Like, come on, bro. And this was a black, I guess, black person that just did this in the chat right now. Unwarranted. We sitting here having a grown, civilized conversation, you know, at this round table like we always do, and bam, here come this person with that bullshit. Completely unwarranted. Dre Day 7785 said, Do Rock Creed. Quick question. Do you have parole date, sir? No disrespect. No disrespect taken. I have a parole date, but that parole date doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to get out on that date. That date that they give you is called the earliest possible release date. They give it to everybody that have life sentences. The only people that don't get the earliest possible release date is the people that have life without parole, right? I don't have life without parole. I have 2 life sentences plus 16. Okay, now they gave me the earliest possible release date. That is when they will start considering you up for parole. They will set your first parole date at that date. That's what your EPMD is, your earliest possible release date. That's what that is. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going home. They will start considering. They will start taking you to board, going through your files, see what you've been engaging in since you've been in prison, the write-ups you've been getting, the certificates you've gained, the different classes you've taken, and all that. And it's still, if your record is good, it still don't mean you're gonna go home. They was considered. And they would either tell you, okay, well, we will consider you for parole or come back in 5 or 3 years. You feel me? Dre, they say facts. They really do for sure. Dana Garrison say, just sent 20. Hope you got it. Hey, I appreciate you, Dana Garrison, man. Salute. I appreciate that, bro. For real, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate that. Hey, anybody that does that out the kindness of their heart, that's going back into the show. You know what I mean? So, hey, salute to you, bro. You invested into this platform. Thank you. J Dub said, that's right, homie. You've never once disrespected me or the homies. We don't do that shit. I already know that, bro. I know how the Southsiders get down, bro. You know what I'm saying? The real ones, come on, man. They ain't finna do no shit like that. Not at all. Some unwarranted shit, and if a nigga go out there and do some dumb, disrespectful shit, then you got all rights to you that the door is open. But nah, y'all don't get down like that, and I know this for a fact. Dre, they say, oh, okay, yeah, bro. Dre, they say, you coming home, sir? Hey, I am. You feel me? And hopefully sooner rather than later. I still haven't. I had a court date this month. You feel me? So when I find out what's going on, y'all gonna find out what's going on. If the journey, y'all gonna be on this shit with me, bro. I promise you that. So when I learn something, y'all gonna learn something. As we go through this process, we going through this process together. You feel me? From here up until I'm on that side of the camera with y'all. Austin say so they have to do a vote to let you go. Well, when you go to the board, they call it the Board of Prison Terms, right? BPT. When you have those earliest possible release dates, when you go to the board, you're sitting in front of commissioners, you're sitting in front of the district attorney, you're sitting in front of a number of authority figures, right? That is going to determine if you go home or not. These are the people that's determining if you go home. You're sitting in front of commissioners, district attorneys, you know what I'm saying? Chiefs of police and all these different authorities figures. That's the people that make up the board. You feel me? So it's yeah, it's a vote because they go through their little process on how they do it. They gather and they gonna either decide your fate. Is you gonna go home or we gonna keep it? And going through that process is not no joke. They try to dehumanize you sometimes during that process. They gonna talk about you crazy just to see how you respond to it. And if they see that you still have those same character traits that got you in prison, ain't no way they finna let you go. I've described that to y'all. Like, you can't go in there thinking. That's why I tell these dudes, this system is built 5 or 6 steps ahead of us. You cannot outsmart these people, bro. You got to be as authentic as you can. If you haven't done any growth as a man in prison, and you're still have that criminal way of thinking, they gonna see that shit. Think about all the motherfuckers that went before you. They've seen it all. They've heard it all. The only thing they trying to hear is accountability. They not trying to hear no excuses, none of that bullshit. Accountability, period. Pam 2044 said, never give up. Never. Never. My mom's taught me to never give up. Stand up, handle it. You're going to get through it, but never give up. You feel me? I'm thankful that I still have the capability, man, to think strongly and be able to communicate with people like y'all. Y'all help me. I'm not just here to help y'all help me too. If I didn't have y'all, shit, and the people that's in my personal life, man, I'd be in this motherfucker just, like a zombie probably. You feel me? Dre Day said, don't trip, and thanks for answering all the time, bro. Bang bang 6650 said, free the real, man, free them all, bro. Wizard said, free Do Rock Creek, man. I appreciate that, man. For real, bro. J Dub said, I learned a lot from you, homie. Everyone black, brown, white could learn a thing or two from you, bro, especially when it comes to properly conducting yourself. You command respect, Holmes. Hey, man, I command exactly what's given to me. You feel me? I appreciate that. Hey, bro. One thing that I've learned by being in this environment, you know, um, it grows you up fast, right? You learn how to conduct yourself. You learn how to be able to sit at any table, respectfully, and coexist with real righteous people, no matter who the fuck they are, black, white, Hispanic, blood, Crip, Northaniel, Southsider, other. It don't matter, bro. Every man want to be respected. I don't know one man or woman that don't want to be respected. And respect is easy to give. It's easy to obtain and easy to give. But if you're not authentic with it, people is gonna see right through that bullshit, and ain't nobody gonna want to deal with you. You feel me? So, yeah, man. This is me. This is no act or none of that shit. I come from an environment where I'm from, you have a makeup of mainly a lot of blacks and Hispanics, but you do have whites too, right? And some others. And my next door neighbors was Hispanics. I had a Hispanic living over here, a black living behind them. Then you had us, you had another black, then you had another Hispanic, then you had other Hispanics on the other side. This is the makeup of where I come from. So it wasn't all bad. The only bad shit was the gang shit. But even the gang shit, a lot of us grew up with each other. It's just they chose this gang, I chose this gang. And those gangs was beefing. However, we seen each other and a lot of times, bro, and it wasn't nothing because we knew each other. You know what I'm saying? So to coexist with real motherfuckers from all walks of life, that's easy work right there. You just got to be man enough to want to do it and be willing to do it. But what I would never coexist with is a chomo or a rat, period. Austin said, oh, okay. Thank you. I've never been to prison. The only close enough prison I was in was, I can't see what that say right there. Excuse me, y'all. AKA state jail. J-Dub said it's an admirable attribute. Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, J-Dub, man. For real, for real. Danny Garrison say this ain't the arena. LOL. Uh-uh. Bang Bang said you should link with Maniac from Dark's Dark Side. See his mission. He on now. You might, you right. It's about accountability. Maniac from Dark Side. Is he from West Covina Dark Side? I might know him. Pam 2044 said, let me ask a question. Do you think America itself is racist? It absolutely is. They show you that every day, right? Come on, man. Hey, that's a whole nother can of worms, but absolutely, absolutely racist. Absolutely. How you think Trump got into office? Pam 2044 said Carmelo Anthony's story is a racist moment, respectfully. It absolutely is. You feel me? Um, that situation with that young man, bro. It's easy for people to sit back and criticize that situation without actually being in a situation like that, right? And I proposed the question when that incident took place between him and the two other young guys. Instead of the initial push that resulted in the young man getting stabbed, what if the guy pulled out a weapon himself and stabbed Carmelo, and Carmelo ended up dead? Then what would the world be in a frenzy then about this young man being dead like so many other blacks have lost their life? I'm just saying. It's two sides to a coin. Bang Bang said when they free you, just keep it 300 in and I can't see that word. We got stuff on the screen that's blocking it. Wait, your job not done. Hey, Bang Bang. Hey, I promise you, right? And I've been saying that the mission ain't over with. Once I get out of prison, I told y'all that I want to go work with the guy Scott Butnick. Scott Butnick is the head guy of prison reform, right? I've told you I sat down with him when I was at New Corcoran State Prison, sat up. He came up there. Um, he ended up bringing the guy back to the prison that was in that prison with me, a Hispanic guy, right, by the name of Eddie Boy, and Eddie Boy worked in the prison. He worked. We worked inside the building. We was both porters, and he ended up getting out. He didn't have nowhere to go, nothing. But when he got out, they released him to this halfway house where he was able to take up a trade for like 4 weeks, and he became the head cook. He became the head cook for all the major award shows that y'all see on TV, right? Through Scott Butnick. Scott Butnick gives you the opportunity to get out, get job, get housing, and all this stuff, right? But you have to be like he told me face to face when he sat down with me. You have to be on grown man timing. If you're not ready to let the game bang and shit go, and all that, your ways of thinking when it comes from that lifestyle, and change that shit up, it's not gonna work. And I'm not fucking with you. He told me it just like that. I swear to God. I swear to God. Then he gave me his phone number. I got his phone number in my phone book right now. Hold up. I got his phone number right here. Bullshit y'all not. Scott Butnick. I just gave his number to one of my boys too. Yeah, I ain't got to lie about nothing, bro. I can't come on here and deliver no lies to y'all. Not at all. Shit. But Scott Butnick is the guy that made all the Hangover. He was the producer guy that made the Hangover movies and stuff, right? He made a gang of movies, but he got Kim Kardashian, LeBron James, John Legend, the singer, and all these different celebrities on the prison reform board. That's why when y'all see Kim Kardashian going and representing different people in prison and all that stuff, she's up under him. This is the guy that I sat down with and talked to personally. This is who I plan on connecting with, linking up with when I get out. Y'all have to excuse me. I got a lot of numbers in here. Bang Bang said West Cove in the dark side. Are you talking about Maniac? I know him. Shout out to him too. Jackson Darrell say, Dude Rock Creek, what's good, my brothers? What's good with you, bro? I send all love and respect to you. Glad you was able to make the lodge. Salute to you. Danny Garrison say, just added you on IG, not to talk shit or anything like that. That's right, bro. I'll follow you back. Damn, where that number at? It's in here. I just gave that number to somebody too, bro. See, this is a real old phone book. So all these numbers in here is see, I know I got it there somewhere. Scott, but oh, here it go right here. Here it go right here, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hold on. I'm gonna underline it with this pen, with this blue pen. This is number right here that's underlined under that blue. Scott Butnick. You feel me? So yeah, for those of y'all that's curious about what I'm gonna do when I get out, that's what I'm gonna do when I get out. That's who I'm gonna get in contact with. Bang Bang say he living it up right now preaching, living good life, and taking accountability. For sure. That's good to hear, man. I didn't know he even got out. Salute to him, though. For real, for real. Jackson Darrell say Trump didn't get elected because of politics, got elected because of ideology. That's real. Pound 2044 said not push, it was a shove. Bang Bang said hope for prisoners. That's a program Maniac doing that no to prisons across the country. Oh, okay. Pam said self-defense all day. Trump is a convicted felon and still the president. Hey, for real. Only place where you can walk up and grope an unsuspecting woman that you don't know. Just walk up and grab her by her private area because he feel entitled to do that with no repercussions behind it. Was recorded, admit to doing this type of thing, and was convicted on all kind of other stuff. Was charged, took mug shots and all that. That's why he came back into office so bitter. That's why. And when they took that shot and missed him and hit that ear, oh, that just put the icing on the cake for him. That's why we're seeing all the evilness now out of his punk ass. You feel me? But yeah, man. Yeah, America is definitely racist. Bro made a good statement. He made a real good statement right here. There you go. He said Trump didn't get elected because of politics. He got elected because of ideology. The people that think like him, that feel like him. Bro, listen. Who else can encourage people to go harm and hurt a whole bunch of other people that's supposed to be on your side? He told people to go to the Capitol and tear it up, and they did. What Trump do once he got back in office? He let all the people that went and hurt all those people up there out of jail, wiped their records clean. All his boys, he pardoned, let them out of prison, let them out of jail. And here it is. I sit for 31 years. I'm the criminal. Yeah, America racist is a motherfucker. Goddamn right. J Dub say it can't be self-defense when carrying a blade at school is zero tolerance. That comes with repercussions if caught. So no matter what, he was always going to be guilty. Now, if it happened in the streets, Pam said, I think that attempt was a play. It probably was. It probably was. It probably was. Because if you're off at a certain distance and you're shooting with a rifle with a scope on it, Trump got a big ass head. I don't know how he missed. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely could have been a play, Pam. You're right. Definitely. Austin said, I feel like if they don't impeach Trump, they might wait until his presidency ends and then they will lock him up for everything he ever did. That ain't all they need to do to him. J Dub say where you can legally carry a blade to defend yourself. That's a different story. Yeah, yeah. Pam said immunity. Pam said it was what was that? A cleat cleaner? Hey, um, did y'all see the thing with Faison Love? My moms had told me about this situation. I didn't know that he had got locked up, right? But but I just seen some stuff today, man. Tasha K did, where she was interviewing Faison Love, baby mama. I didn't even know he had a baby, right? But apparently he had a little daughter by some woman, right? And this woman go on Tasha K's um Tasha K's show. Oh, Dre, they say he seen it, bro. Did you see the things that they said about Faison Love? Right? Nasty work, bro. Nasty work, bro. You feel me? Nasty work. Now I don't know if any of that stuff is true or not, right? But she went on there, man, and said all kind of foul stuff about the man boboing on himself and how he stanked and all kind of stuff, bro. You feel me? Now it wasn't bad enough that she put the man in jail behind child support and all that, whether he was paying it or not, right? You know, Dre they said painted him bad, bro. Painted him bad. I couldn't believe that. We got to do better as a people, man. Real talk. If that man was doing that, if he smelt like that and was boo-booing on himself and all that, right? Yeah. Yeah, Dre Day. Why was you with him? You had a child with him. Why is all this coming out now that you got him locked up for child support? You feel me? Dre Day said, hateful woman. Yeah, bro. That's foul. Yeah, big worm, J-Dub. Big worm. Spiteful woman. Yeah, bro. And they said this lady had 4 other kids besides the one he got. So that means she got five kids, right? And they say none of the baby fathers is on child support but him because he's an actor slash comedian or whatever, right? So I guess she felt this was her money train. And he's the only one from what they've reported that she put on child support and got this man thrown in jail, right? And now it's doing. She went on Tasha K, got a big platform, and said all this foul shit about this dude. That's nasty work. Nasty work, bro. Austin said boo boo and all of that. Wrestlers said the same things about Andre the Giant. Rest in peace to Andre the Giant, man. Damn, I didn't know that about Andre the Giant. Dre, they say. So that tell you about her. That tell you all you need to know about her, bro. For real, for real. He got tired of her. Exactly. Exactly. You got five kids. You got all them baby daddies. None of them is on child support but him. And you get this man locked up. He's sitting in the county jail, you know, on some child support shit. You feel me? It don't get no fouler than that. Now his career is fucked off behind that. He might be able to. I'll be able to make a comeback, man. Just foul, bro. Austin say, I don't know how that's believable. Hey, I don't believe nothing that a bitter, spiteful woman would jump out there and say after they break up with a man. I'm pretty sure some of my exes probably have some foul shit to say about me, but not no boo booing on myself and all that. Right? Right? That's foul. You feel me? And I only had one that jumped on the platform and attempted to say some foul shit about me. Right? Not on that level of boo-booing on myself and all that, but just made the attempt to say anything. You feel me? That could have been dealt with or handled in private, but this person chose to go on the platform and dare speak my name. You feel me? And that was it. That was all that I needed to see in here. Like, hey, yeah, okay, we're gonna see how that work out for you, man. And I don't do it. What I look like wasting time and air and energy going to any platform, period, speaking on an X. You feel me? An X is an X for a reason. That means your ass is X'd out. Beat it. Jackson Darrell said Tasha K is recklessly messy. That's why she blanked like that boxer from Harlem Nights. Oh, you cold, bro. You a cold MF Jackson Darrell. You a cold dude, bro. You cold, bro. I'm not gonna dispute it, bro, because she opened herself up for that, man. She opened herself, she opened herself up for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? J Dub say the stuttering stamp. Oh my God, what's wrong with y'all today? Oh shit, y'all are crazy as hell. Dre Day say she still owe Cardi B millions of dollars right now. Yeah, Cardi got her. Cardi got her, didn't she? Cardi got her. That's why you got to be careful about the shit that you say about people, bro. Real shit. Austin said Harlem Nights movies. You want to shoot me in my you talking about Della Reese when she shot Eddie Murphy in his toe? That fool got off on her. She tipped him up. Pam 2044 self-defense meaning is to protect yourself, yes or no? Self-defense do mean protecting yourself. Mm-hmm. Dre, they say that part. Yeah. Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy shot her in her toe after she whooped his ass. No. Did he shoot her first? And then no. She whooped him, I think, and then he shot her in the foot. Not the pinky toe. Hey, another thing, man, the Detroit Lions football star, man, what was his name? Terrion Arnold, right? They locked up, arrested him for kidnapping and robbery. Lost the fight, then he did that to her. Yeah. Yup. Della Reese was fine as oh my God. Dre Day, what's wrong with you, man? Dre Day, crazy as hell. He said Della Reese was fine as oh shit. Y'all crazy as hell, man. The stand your ground law doesn't apply. Man, the stand your ground shit is what got that fool that killed Trayvon Martin off. You feel me? That man, foul, foul. Do the stand your ground law apply out there where that happened with Carmelo Anthony? Austin said that was one funny movie. I swear to God it was. I remember when it first came out, going to the movie theater, seeing it for the first time. And yes, she was fine, and so is Pam Grier, and she's still fine. I still want me some Pam Grier. Pam Grier had the movie game on lock, boy. When she was in her prime, she had the movie game on lock. Jackson Darrell say, right, stand your ground does not apply to us. Texas stand your ground applies to different situations. Oh, okay. Well, you would know, Austin. Dre Day, what y'all think about the guy, Pooh Shiesty? Pooh Shiesty is fucked. Pooh Shiesty as fuck, man. You feel me? Um, that situation right there. Didn't his father got locked up with him, right? There was a number of them that got locked up behind that, but yeah, he's fucked. Dre Day said, yes, sir, she did. She did, bro. Pam Greer. Pam 2044 said, us in black. Us as in black. J Dub said, probably, but not on school property. They don't play around. That's true. That's true, J Dub. No weapons or none of that. That's true. Play around with that since all the school shooters. Yeah, you're right. That's where you're absolutely right at, J Dub. Dre Day say he cooked. Yeah, he cooked. Pooh Shiesty is done, bro. Pooh Shiesty is done. He fucked off his freedom, his career, everything. Everything. But think about this. Gucci Mane, if it's true, I don't know if it's true. You know what I'm saying? But from what they were saying with the jury and his cousin that ended up getting unalive, that was his whole reasoning for even going there like that with Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane was supposed to have done something scandalous and pertaining to some jury and money and all that. One of his cousins that ended up with Shiesty's cousin that got unalive. You feel me? Oh, the father got released? Oh, okay, okay, okay. I was gonna say I've tried to find that out. I was more on the blade being 3 inches. If it was five, under should not have been a problem. But if over 5 inches, that's been trouble. Oh, you talking about that blade? Yeah. Jackson Darrell say dirt is done too. Yeah. Oh, I sound like a low microphone. My sound is tripping. Y'all can't hear me? Dre, they say dirt, homies, all talking deals right now. All taking deals right now. Probably dropping dime on it. Those they went too smart though, bro. Oh, it's a little low damn. I got it turned up. You sound more like a robot. Okay, well, it might be time to end this damn, man. All right, well, since the volume is tripping, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live then, man. If y'all can hear me, let me get up close. Y'all can hear me, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live because I don't want the video or the sound and that to be distorted. You feel me? So I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Hey, I love and appreciate all of y'all for tapping in, man. Salute to everybody that jumped in the chat, that sounded off. You feel me? That you know, became part of the conversation. You feel me? I love and appreciate all y'all, bro. For real, for real. Love and appreciate you all, man. Don't be strangers. When we come back, I want everybody back here front and center. You feel me? Again, go to my IG if y'all haven't already did it. Follow me over there. I'll follow y'all back. Including the haters too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna eat you alive over there. I promise you. The things that I can't do here, I'm gonna do over there too. I promise. You feel me? But on that note, y'all take care. Y'all stay safe out there. Stay vigilant. You feel me? Stay vigilant, man. We got to stay strong and stick together. Straight up. Straight up. I love all y'all, man. And again, if you haven't already did it, like, comment, and subscribe to the Swang Low Podcast Show. I appreciate you all, man. On that note, I'm gonna get up out of here to the next time we meet at this round table. Love all y'all. Triple gang.